A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Jackson now. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53. Mike, 53. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Hey, here we go. Shift.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Pull together.
On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, the 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On second down, Ingram. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Good. 180. Right there. 40's Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Mayfield off the play fake. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play fake. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. Landry, the intended target.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
Jackson, option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
Watch the eyes. Check 24. Check 24.
To throw is Jackson. On 3rd down. He's going deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
What are you up? 58. 58 for Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Come on, set. 7 ending. 3. Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Operating from the gun. Jackson looking deep. And got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Justin Tucker for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Four down.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's more on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, he's going to want. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sidewalk.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
65.
Now Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A gain of 13. It's a first down. First down, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Alert!
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Mayfield now 7 and 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
180.
Check 48's the mark. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mike 48.
On third down, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Mayfield now from the 50. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger? An interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Let's go, boy. Bring it
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Browns 20, Ravens 15. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
You don't know no better.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
All day, every day.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Set. Let's get it. Pick me up. Here we go. 53's the mic. 53.
From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Landry now on the return. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 40-yard line.
Set. 180.
And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, the feet were moving, the legs were driving.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Mayfield going for it all. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 41.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
That's trash.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And they're going to hold serve. The defense stops him. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
To throw again on second down. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Set, 180.
Touchdown, defense.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
We got 4. We got 4.
What's that?
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment,